Time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna put way, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick. Acting like they need wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick. Acting like they know me, cause I'm
Time to bring the bass bird.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in a sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
You go, son. Ready? Come on.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, it's Bell. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
You think about the 2 quarterbacks in this game with Darnold and Mayfield, and you think back to the 2018 draft. Gosh, leading up to that draft, the talk shows and all the rumors about who would go number 1. A lot of people thought it would be Sam Darnold going number 1 and playing for these Cleveland Browns. Josh Allen, Josh Rosen also in the mix. It turns out the Browns, they would get Baker Mayfield, and I think both parties pretty happy with the end result. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Now, lady, bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Slip, lady. Check, cross.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion.
It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. For big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Browns first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Check. Ready.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and he's got it complete to Anderson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Motion.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Browns 3, Jets nothing.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Ready. He's mine. 56. Ready. 6, right there. 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 22 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys.
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Regular. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike.
To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Jets on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Check him off. Check the call.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Darnold on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Good. 180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check back, check back.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That was close to a big play, just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike 56. Mike's 80. Hey, Alpha. 56.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Anunua's got it. Complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Don't get nervous.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ricky. Alert. Mike 50. Hurry.
Mayfield on first down. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, but it'll be second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, but now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Alert. That's going to be a long day. Check Nick. Run. Check 99. Hurry. Whip. Watch the whip. Mike spot forward, Mike. Hey, exit. Mike spot forward. Pistol. It's our time. Hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
And the Browns first down.
Mayfield now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. A give running right is Chubb, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 33-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down, Cleveland.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by OBJ. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Regular.
Mayfield with it once more. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Brandon Copeland. Credit him with the sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Rattler. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. 4th down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Copeland. And the Jets are going to get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw it,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
65.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Darnold now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's see what you got. Pistol. Wide, get wide. Greystone, travel. Check 3. Run. Tighten up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, 133.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Ball going deep here for Taylor. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 33 yards that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
57. Mike, 57.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken way up by the 25. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
28. Jets, nothing.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. The Jets on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
80 weapon. Yo, 80. 56 to Mike.
Darnold from the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You must be dreaming. Check 26, check 26.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Off of play action, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who have had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch twist, watch twist. Hey, alert 33. Alert 3, alert 3.
Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step.